If I have no relatives still living and I pass as a single person, what happens?
When you pass away, hospital, at home, we look for your next of kin. In New York State, there's a specific guideline. Is it a spouse, a child over 18 years of age, parents, siblings, cousins, aunts, uncles, or an appointment of agent, which you can appoint an agent to control your disposition prior to your death. And we really encourage that form be filled out if it's not as clear as a spouse or a child that will be able to take care of that situation. The appointment of agent can be anyone. It can be a friend, it can be your neighbor. It just says, this is who I want to control my funeral. You can list out, I want to be cremated and buried, everything specific, or you can say, they know my wishes, they will take care of it. You also have to have 2 successors. So if they're not available, 2 other people that you would allow to take over for you. They have to agree to this appointment of agent. We keep that form on hand, you keep a copy, and that allows them to take control. Some people do that regardless of if they have family, because they have someone they've been with for many years, good friend, family's not in town. This is the person that knows their wishes and will make sure that it's taken care of the way they want. That's an important piece to have, especially in the situation of no children and family. Sometimes we're reaching out for cousins. We're calling the county to see, like, do you have any information on this person? We have no next of kin. And who's to make the decision? Or when we get mixed messages of who is the next of kin. Maybe there is a spouse, they never got legally divorced, they still have those rights to make the decisions. It doesn't matter if you haven't spoken in 30 years. If they are still legally married, they have the right. So with cremation specifically,
it's complicated.
it is a very gray area. You don't want to have any gray because that's final disposition. There's no going back. At least if you're buried, you can always be disinterred and moved if that's your family's wishes. But with cremation, we are specific. We ask all these questions and the proper people have to sign. Same with children. All the children have to agree. So if you have 3 children, everyone has to agree on cremation and sign the paperwork in New York State. It's one of those areas of you want to make sure everybody understands, we agree Dad's cremated. You can make exceptions where we've had to go to the legal aspect of somebody needs to decide who's winning here. Are they getting buried or cremated?
Does it just go to a judge?
We've gone that far. Most times family can take care of it. I mean, that's why people say, well, I'm the executor. Executor doesn't really matter as far as your disposition of your body. No, that is a different, executor takes care of your finances. We don't have a copy of the will when you pass away. Most times we don't even know who the attorney is. That's why we do ask people when they pre-plan, but it's important to know who is in control. So that appointment of agent form is something that we do discuss when we do pre-planning. That's why, again, we can't say enough about pre-planning. Just to say, who's going to make these decisions? This is where my finances are. And we talk with them about who is on your bank accounts. How are you paying for this? Who's a beneficiary in your life insurance? All of those things, people don't change. We'll have people, their spouse has been dead 30 years, and they're still the beneficiary, and they never listed a contingent. Now they have to go to the court and petition the estate, and it just costs extra money to the family and a lot of time. So it's something that needs to be addressed.